Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing day with family and friends. Today on the show, I wanted to spread some good holiday cheer with some great discussion in regards to Red Dead Online's performance recently. Now, I am aware that in terms of how the game is running for many players, especially for those of us on PC and all the PC players out there, it's really not good. And I do plan on covering that later here on the channel, just so you know. But just for today's video, there are some really interesting stats that I'd like to go over with you all. Red Dead Online has a higher player count today than it did at launch over 5 years ago, and this is verified by Steam charts. And today on the show, we're going to be talking about Rockstar's record-breaking player counts for Red Dead Online years after launch, as well as over 2 years since they switched to that monthly event format for their gameplay updates. So welcome back to the channel, everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, then please consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So, according to the Steam charts, Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online have reached their highest player counts of all time, as well as their highest average player count this week, with over 77,335 players playing through the purchased Red Dead Redemption 2 game, and 30 days later, it still has a 24-hour player count peak of 69,528 players. Now, if we were to just take a look at Red Dead Online on Steam, which is just the players playing the Red Dead Online standalone version that they purchased, which is that $20 package, that has a current player count of 2,277 with a 24-hour peak this week just above 3,000 players. Steam charts tracks both games, and these player counts are entirely dependent on the version of the game that players are playing. And then of course, the Red Dead Online stats we just showed are not Steam's total player count for Red Dead Online, as many who have the full game, not just the standalone version which is sold as a different game, are also playing, albeit those player counts are also mixed in with the story mode players, because tens of thousands of those players are also playing the story, I'm sure. But the point being here, both single player and multiplayer versions of Red Dead Online are doing incredibly well on Steam, especially over 5 years after the game launched in 2018. And it should be noted that this is just for one particular sector of one particular platform, that being the Steam launcher on PC, whereas we also have a lot of players on the Epic Games launcher and of course the Rockstar Games launcher. Steam also got the game last on PC, so that's something to note. So obviously, Steam is only a fraction of the general PC player base, as well as PC is just a fraction of the entire player base in general, because of course we have consoles like PlayStation and Xbox, which have many more players in comparison. But the reason for high player counts on one particular platform aren't just exclusive to that one platform. Red Dead Redemption 2 has been on a 67% discount throughout the holidays recently, and that has meant a lot of new players are maybe re-experiencing the game after a long time away, or lots of new players are just trying out the beautiful franchise of Red Dead Redemption for the first time. So I can only imagine what the console numbers are like currently. I wish Rockstar, or even the platforms themselves ran by Microsoft or Sony, could give us that internal data on players and those internal analytics, but so far they don't do that. But overall, this news is very important for several reasons, but the main one here is that while many longtime players may have run out of original content to play, and they may not want to replay the content that's been in the game for a while, and overall many longtime players may just feel unmotivated to play, and they'll just call the game dead, while new players logging into Red Dead Online en masse are embarking on a huge journey worth hundreds or even thousands of hours of fun, and they have a whole fresh new world to explore. And that's really good, because if the game is really dying, or if it's dead and all that, as many people will say, any new player logging in is helping to keep it alive, and that is the most important thing to me. I don't want to stop playing this game. I don't want others to stop playing either. This game is fantastic, and there's an infinite list of reasons why I still play it regularly to this day. Now, high player counts for Red Dead Online can be seen as both a good and bad thing. So let's start with the good here. The good news is that high player counts mean much more active communities of players that you can matchmake with and enjoy the game together with. High player counts are also just better than low player counts, because the developer and the publisher are happy about their game's performance, and while microtransaction spending is much more important than just player numbers alone, you certainly won't be getting much microtransaction activity when there isn't anyone playing your game. But the bad news here is I honestly just don't see Rockstar doing much about this right now. They confirmed in summer 2022 that Red Dead Online would not receive any more DLC updates in 2022 like we've seen in previous previous years, and that more than likely means going forward now through 2023 as we've seen, and now into 2024 and beyond, because of their internal reasoning, which was their increased focus and increased direction of resources to development of the next Grand Theft Auto game. Even with these incredible analytics of lots of new players joining the ranks, many of which are purchasing gold like before, the right thing to do, and what many other studios would do, is to try and take this resurgence of life in their game even further by adding more content to entice more players to play again or buy the game. But Rockstar already made the decision to step back, and so to me, and probably many other longtime players, this doesn't mean anything particularly amazing for the future. We're still probably going to see these monthly events continue, and more than likely, we're going to see more new Telegram missions next year with some limited edition seasonal modes for both Halloween and Christmas. Those will make their way into the game at the end of 2024, but I don't foresee the new bank heist update featuring 5 different bank robberies and tons of new properties to own to be coming to the game anytime soon. The public placation by Rockstar when things get more heated will be those telegrams, because there's still a lot of unused voice lines from the initial batch that we got in February of 2021. But I'd love to know what you think about all this. I'd love to hear your thoughts below in the comments. I've spoken enough about the problems in this game that this game has had in the past, and especially the most recent ones, which are all pretty game-breaking actually. You know, when we had the new Telegram missions that dropped in September of 2022, that title update bugged out the stables in Red Dead Online, it bugged out the hunting wagon, the bounty wagon, and some other pieces of content that impact console players of PlayStation and Xbox for the most part, but also they will affect players in highly populated PC sessions as well. But recently we've had some crazy news going on in terms of lots of player bans on PC, even people who just got the game mere hours ago. They downloaded, started playing, and they're already banned. We've had lots of players on PC enduring lots of crashing issues that most likely is due to the cheaters and or modders. If it's not due to them, maybe your GPU settings are overloaded and so your graphics card is maxed out and your game is crashing, but you'd only get an error code with that. If you're not getting an error and your game just quits to desktop, it's the modders and the cheaters using their mod menus crashing your game. And then overall, I would just recommend stay away from public lobbies on PC. There's many different solo lobby methods that you could take advantage of, but overall I hope these things get ironed out here in the future at the beginning of 2024, and I do believe that Rockstar will rectify whatever's causing a lot of the crashes here on PC with the modders, because they do actually take some action against cheaters in this game, but it does take a while for them to get to that point and push out updates to actually fix those problems on PC. And then when it comes to those false bans where players were getting banned for seemingly nothing, they seem to be rectifying that situation already as well. They haven't issued a public statement on it because they haven't talked about it in public and announced it in general, because I guess they wouldn't want to assume public responsibility for this happening in the first place, but they are fixing those issues. And so it's only a matter of time that if you were in the situation of getting banned falsely, then your account will probably be reinstated very soon. But like I said, I'd love to know what you think about all this here in the comments. With all that said, that's all we have time for today. We're going to be wrapping things up right here. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much for the support here on my channel during this year in 2023. Like I said, I'm spending Christmas with my family and friends, and I truly could not be more grateful for the life I live, having the blessings I have, and working the best job I could ever ask for. So once again, thank you for another amazing year of support here on the channel, the content I upload, and of course the live stream adventures we share. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video here today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Merry Christmas and adios, amigos.